Michelle, why you gotta tell Mickey everything about us?
Because I needed somebody to talk to.
But you trying to make it seem like I started it.
I just told the story the way it went.
Michelle,
What?
look, since you seem to be forgetting, I'm gonna tell you how it started from the beginning, alright? Cruising down the Ave with my homeboy Boo, laying back like Jack Mello went to the groove. The greatest man alive was cold rocking my world. Then it rocked a little harder when the saw this fresh fly.
What's good, YouTube? I'm QL and this is my sneaker channel. And this is another installment of how I get kicks. This is gonna be the DB6, but first let me say I hope you all had a very safe 4th of July. Hit up barbecues, got to see the fam, got to see whoever it is, do whatever it is that you normally do for the 4th of July. The content from the beginning was me at my first Indians game. I had seats right behind the dugout. It was almost like, it was better than watching it on TV. And I'm not really a baseball guy per se, but those seats were great. Shouts out to my wife Sora for getting those tickets to me. Other things. In the last rotation, somebody, I said something about those crazy explosive lows, wanting to get rid of them. Somebody got at me. Them things is gone. They should get to him by Friday. I hope you enjoy. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. When we get to 1,000 subs, I'm going to buy somebody a pair of shoes. I haven't decided what kind of pair of shoes they are, so tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get these subs up. If you've already subbed, then go ahead and like. Doesn't take you anything to like. It ain't going to hurt nothing. If you've already liked and you've already subbed, then go ahead and share that thing, because we all fam now. So, not keeping you too long, let's go ahead and get into the sneakers. Okay, so we have the Doernbecher 6s. These came out November 14th, 2009. I wasn't probably even in the sneaker game at that time. I was on my break probably. I graduated from college in 2005. And so after 2005, I had to do fatherhood stuff. I got married. I did all these other things. And I was out of sneakers. I was doing other things. But let's get off into these. This is my box. How did I get these shoes? Before we start looking at these shoes, we'll examine the box. If anybody's ever trying to sell you a pair of these, this is the box they should come in. If they're telling you that this is an original box, it should look like this. This box still has the Flight Club sticker on it. The person who originally paid for them paid $1,000 for them. That's not what I paid. So, how'd I get these? Mine also have been authenticated by Sneakerhead. Got a legit on the side. I've worn these a couple times. It's starting to yellow a little bit on the bottom, but that's to be expected with a shoe that's translucent on the bottom. Has been going this long. I don't need them both. One of the main ways that I legit check them is looking at the one in the back. I don't even really have to look at all the other things that people tell you as far. If there's too much space between the top of the one and the top of that circle, I'm usually able to tell somebody that they're fake. However, how did I get my pair? I've been searching multiple different places to try to come up on these. And maybe a year or two ago, about a year ago now, because this was my top, one of my top picks for 2016. This is my grail of grails. So I seen it in one of the local sneaker groups, and so I immediately hit up the little dude who was trying to sell them. I don't remember his name, but he wanted $900 for them. And I didn't have anything like that during that in particular time. But I was like, yo, I don't have it, but I'm gonna work on trying to get it. So I was hitting him up every day as I tried to get that up. It took me about 2 weeks to get this money up too. What I ended up doing was I sold my Chicago 23s. The all red joints that they're going to outlets now, but right then they was popping. I sold those, and I sold those Chris Paul PE in the black colorway. That got me $500. Then I had $100, maybe $200 to spare, because I was also in the process of getting another house. And then I used a credit card. I took a pro tip. I used a credit card and I manually put it into my Square account. So I got another $200 from my Square account by charging myself and letting the money come back to me. That's player shit. Because my card wouldn't let me do it as fast as I needed to do it. It was a brand new card, I think. So I hit up dude and I got him. Since then, I've had multiple people try to get at me. Anytime I rock them, somebody's trying to buy them. I see that the prices went down since then. They're still hovering around. I've seen a pair in my local group going for $700. I see these pairs on like gold used going for like $600-700. So they've come down, but I expect that the longer I have these and the longer I keep them, because they hadn't been worn, when I did wear them, you get a little breakup in the color. Maybe I'll get them repainted at some point. But part of me just wants to leave them alone and keep them like they are. I had these on the 4th, but enough about that. You got other questions about these shoes or how I get kicks before I talk about how I get kicks? You can go ahead and drop those comments down below. Anyway, if you want to follow me on social media, actually, before I tell you about following me on social media, go ahead and check out my Snupps or my IG and see the sneakers I had on today. I had on a pair of Lisa's. That is going to be the throwback shoe of this week. I'm thinking about making a segment for throwback shoes. I'm going to highlight shoes between 1985 and 1995. That was really when shoes were popping and everybody had a different brand, and it was real easy to have your own flavor because there were so many different brands. Not like we have now. There's still brands and some of them are trying to come back, but it's not the same as back then when you would pop up in a pair of Brooks and boys be like, oh, them the new Brooks. It's not the same now. Now people are a little hesitant. It's really Nike heavy, really Adidas heavy. You have niches of Vans and Saucony and Asics, but they're not strong in the United States like Nike and Adidas. Even Under Armour is trying to get into it, but it's still real hard because opinion has been swayed so hard to think that that's all you're supposed to wear. But I'm getting too far off of what I'm supposed to be talking about today. These, love these. If you want to know what my #1 kick is all the time, until something else comes along that tops it, it'll be these. So, back to social media. You want to follow me on Snupps or on that IG, Metro63. Twitter, qholland. Facebook, qholland. You want to get at me in this Facebook sneaker group, then it's for Sneakerheads only. FOR, Sneakerheads, all one word, only. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Metro to the sky, QL till I die. Peace.
They call me ES, the overlord of fresh. I saw you in the dress and I just had to progress. A compliment came through in the clutch. She started to blush, then I knew what was up. Called the next morning, said what'll it be? Dinner and a movie or just chilling with me? She said me. So I went and got the Slimmy. As soon as I opened